Yo, this is your boy Oda coming to you with part 64 of the Crochet Basics. Let's grab a cup of wine and let's get cracking. For today, we're going to learn the side saddle stitch. The side saddle stitch is, a little tricky, but, I believe in you guys. And not only that, it's breathable and comfortable, good for summer mesh projects. Let's get to it. To start, we're going to start out with a chain of 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2, just to give it some depth, but 5 plus 2 is good. Any multiple of 5 plus 2, so I'm going to do 25 plus 2 equals 27. Okay, so let's get to it. 1 2 3. You know the deal. Let's go. Now that we have our chain of 27, what we're going to do is we're going to do one single crochet into the second chain from the hook. So the second chain from the hook, one single crochet, and then I'm going to have you, in old-fashioned stop, just chill for a second. I'm going to need you to chain 3. So chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Great. Okay, to continue, this is going to be a little bit, complicated. So I'm going to have you stop and chill for a second. We're going to be working in the next 4 stitches by connecting 4 double crochets together. So I'm going to show you how to do that properly. So in the next stitch, we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2. Okay, that's 1. You'll have 2 on the hook. So yarn over again, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and you'll have 3 on the hook. Yarn over again, go into the third, pull up a loop, go through 2, then you'll have 4 on the hook. Last one, yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2, and then you'll have 5 on your hook. We're going to yarn over and go through all 5 of the loops on the hook and then chain 1. And that's how you connect 4 double crochets together. To continue, we're going to do 1 single crochet into the next stitch. After the cluster, 1 single crochet. Okay, 1 single crochet. Then we're going to start our sequence all over again. We're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you guys again. Then we're going to be working into the next 4 stitches with the connected double crochet. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2. You'll have 2 on your hook. Yarn over, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2. You'll have 3 on the hook. Yarn over, go through the next one, go through 2. Then you'll have 4 on the hook. And we're going to do 1 more. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, pull up a loop, go through 2. You'll have 5 on the hook. Then you're going to yarn over, go through all 5 of the loops, and then chain 1. And you're going to continue this all the way to the end of the row. Now that we're at the end, you should have 5 chains left on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to have you stop for a second. I already did my chain 3. So we're going to work our 4 cluster again with the next 4 stitches. And then in the final stitch, or the final chain, we're going to be doing a single crochet. So this is me finishing up the last cluster, chaining 1, going to chain 1, and then go into the next. Go into the very last, go into the very last, and then you're completed the row 1. Great. To continue, I'm gonna have you stop for a second, and I need you to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is to set up the next row. Now I'm going to need you to stop again, and we're going to be working a single crochet into the top of the cluster. It should be the stitch right before your chain 3 from the previous row, okay? Do not go into the one before that. So make sure you go into the top of that cluster chain before the chain 3, do a single crochet. Okay, so now that we got our single crochet, we're going to continue on, and I'm gonna have you stop again to stop. We need to chain up 3, and we're going to be working into that chain 3 space with the 4 cluster stitch again that we did from the previous row. So go chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, good. And now we're going to be working into that chain 3 space with our cluster again. Okay, 4 times. Remember, it's 4 times, no more than 4. So 4 times, and then we're going to continue on. So I'm doing the last part, got 5 on our hook, yarn over, go through all 5, chain 1, and then we're going into the next cluster. So I'm going to show you. The top of the next cluster before the chain 3, that's where you're working at for your single crochet. So keep that in mind as you're going along the row. So we're going to do our single crochet, and then you guessed it, we're going to be doing a chain 3 again, and then our 4 cluster. And you're going to continue the sequence all the way across this row. Okay, it's pretty easy. It can get confusing if you put the hook in the wrong spot. So make sure you work that single crochet at the top of each cluster. It should be the stitch right next to the chain 3 that you made from the previous row. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm locating my next cluster, working a single crochet in the top of that cluster. Then I'm going to chain 3 and continuing over and over again till the end of the row. Now that I'm at the end of the row, I'm going to work my last cluster. Well, single crochet first, then chain 3. Then I'm going to work into that chain 3 space with the cluster, the double crochet cluster that we're working. And that is going to finish off this round, but there's something different about this row. Did my chain 1, and now I'm gonna have you stop real quick. In the last stitch, very last one, we're going to do 1 double crochet into the very last part of that chain 3 from the bottom row. Okay, great. And that finishes row 2. And I promise you, it gets easier as you go along. Now for row 3, we're going to chain 1, and I'm going to have you chill for a second. Stop. We're going to be working into the top cluster. Okay, the very top cluster with a single crochet. Okay, very top cluster, do 1 single crochet, and then we're going to start our sequence again of the 3 chains, and then working the 4 double crochet cluster inside of the chain 3 space from the previous row. So for right now, I'm doing the first cluster into the first chain 3 space as we did before. So we're going to be doing this over and over again and working into the top of the clusters with a single crochet. Okay, I'm going into the next one. This is the next cluster. The stitch right before the chain 3 is the top of the cluster. Okay, so keep that in mind. So we're doing a single crochet, then we're going to chain our 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then work our cluster. Going to yarn over, go into the cluster, and then continue on until you have 5 on your hook. Remember that you're pulling through 2 until you get to 5 on your hook, and then pulling through all 5 and chaining 1. Okay, great. And you're going to continue that over and over again until you reach the end. So you're going to repeat row 2 and row 3 over and over again. Thank you so much for following along, and like I always say, follow for more.